Welcome to the Bullvine Podcast, your go-to source for inside stories, cutting-edge research, and the latest updates in the world of dairy farming. Our 88th episode explores how genomics and sexed semen turn dairy cows into component giants. So please grab a glass of milk, sit back, and let's get started with this week's episode.
For years, the dairy industry was primarily focused on producing liquid milk. However, a significant shift is underway, with a growing emphasis on producing milk's valuable components, butterfat and protein. This shift, far from being just a strategy change, is a boon for farmers. It meets the increasing demand for specialized dairy products and opens up new avenues for profitability. The introduction of advances like genomics and sexed semen has been instrumental in driving this change. These technologies, which allow farmers to enhance genetic traits for milk rich in components and to select herds with the best yields, are reshaping success in today's dairy market.
The introduction of genomics and sexed semen has dramatically changed dairy breeding. These cutting-edge techniques allow for a precise selection of traits, revolutionizing how we breed dairy cattle. Genomics studies the genetic code of cows, helping farmers choose genes linked to essential traits like milk production, butterfat, and protein. It's like writing a dairy herd's future, ensuring only cows with the best genetics pass on their traits. Sexed semen has changed herd management by letting farmers choose the sex of new calves, favoring females. This reduces the number of male calves, which are less valuable in dairy, and focuses resources on raising female replacements. This makes managing herds more efficient, matching herd potential with market needs for milk components. The improvements from these technologies are significant. Genomic selection has doubled or even quadrupled the rate of genetic improvement in traits like fertility and production in breeds such as Holstein cattle. This advancement is mirrored in increased productivity, especially in milk components like butterfat and protein. Milk production has reached new heights, and it is now focusing more on boosting component yields. This approach values quality over quantity, aligning with industry trends, seeking valuable products over mere volume.
The complex network of trait correlations in dairy cattle breeding offers both challenges and opportunities for breeders. Understanding these correlations is crucial for improving production while steadily maintaining herd health and efficiency. Notably, the nearly zero correlation between predicted transmitting ability for milk, PTAM, and predicted transmitting ability for fat implies that selecting more milk does not automatically mean more milk fat. This affects breeding goals, especially since milk components like butterfat and protein often drive profitability more than volume. Therefore, it's essential to directly select these components to boost the production of premium dairy products like cheese. The strong links among health traits, longevity, fertility, and disease resistance underscore how interconnected cattle health and productivity are. Improvements in these traits elevate herd performance and operational costs, reducing the need for replacements and vet visits. Understanding these trait relationships is crucial in making wiser breeding decisions. It allows for a balanced breeding approach, focusing on herd sustainability and productivity, ensuring that the industry moves forward sustainably and efficiently. As efficiency becomes a primary focus, complications arise. Prioritizing production efficiency may mean compromising on physical strength. For example, cows with less body weight may have reduced maintenance costs. Still, they can be weaker or have poorer reproductive performance. Breeders must find a balance between efficiency and strength, including thorough efficiency metrics and actual body weights in genetic evaluations could refine selection criteria, shaping a herd that meets modern demands without losing key traits.
The change in milk from just a fluid to a component-rich product has reshaped the dairy industry. This is about more than just better nutrition. It relates directly to processing and profits. Since 2011, butterfat and protein have increased faster than milk volume. By 2023, milk production was up by 16.2%, but protein rose 22.9%, and butterfat jumped 28.9%. These numbers show a fundamental shift in what the dairy sector provides. This change dramatically matters for cheese, one of the dairy's biggest earners. In 2010, 100 pounds of milk made about 10 pounds of cheese. By 2023, with more butterfat and protein, That grew to almost 11 pounds. This shift not only improves efficiency but also promises increased profits. For dairy farmers, focusing on components is as important as fluid volume. Genomics and sexed semen help breed cows for better yield traits, boosting profits. With over 80% of U.S. milk used for manufacturing instead of drinking, aligning production with market needs is essential and promising for the future. Companies need to innovate and adapt to higher component yields industry-wide. This is not just a suggestion, but a necessity in changing industry trends. This means updating facilities, refining marketing, and building new partnerships across the supply chain. As composition trends in the industry continue to change, everyone must embrace these changes to stay relevant. This challenge pushes us to rethink milk's future and adapt to the changing landscape of the dairy industry, inspiring us to take action and stay ahead of the curve.
The USDA's milk production report has been the key measure of the nation's dairy output for almost 100 years. However, as the dairy industry changes, focusing only on milk volume misses essential details about today's milk components. The report's focus on liquid volume leaves out crucial information about butterfat and protein, giving consumers and manufacturers an incomplete picture. Why is this important? Over 80% of U.S. milk is used for manufactured products like cheese, which depend heavily on these components and often have more economic value than raw liquid. To truly understand production trends, we must consider milk's nutritional and functional components, not just the gallons. The USDA report should focus more on component data, especially butterfat and protein, to improve accuracy and help farmers and industry professionals make better decisions. Precision is not just a luxury in today's dairy industry, it's a necessity. So updating our metrics is vital to understanding and progressing in this rapidly changing market.
For years, dairy farmers focused on making more milk, seeing it as a sign of success. But now, the focus is shifting to milk's more valuable components, protein and butterfat. Consumers want dairy products like cheese, butter, and yogurt that need these components and are willing to pay more. This focus on high-component milk is more profitable because the payment models pay more for solids like butterfat and protein than just the milk's volume. It also fits well with the goal of farming more efficiently, as higher components mean more value from each cow, even if they produce less milk overall. This is especially helpful in areas where feeding and land costs are high, showing the need for strategies centered on milk components. The future of the dairy industry depends on the value of these milk components. Understanding this shift is key for farmers who want to maximize profits and efficiency. Adapting to this change is more than just keeping up with the market and taking the lead.
Integrating actual body weights into genetic evaluations is a significant challenge for the dairy industry. This is mainly because data collection is complicated and there's resistance to changing how things have always been done. In the past, measuring body weight was considered difficult and expensive, so it was often estimated instead of measured. This has led to poor breeding decisions, focusing on high production while ignoring overall efficiency. However, accurate body weight data could transform genetic evaluations. By choosing cows that produce well without being too heavy, breeders can create herds that need fewer resources. This cuts down on feed costs, a significant expense in dairy farming. Also, lighter cows that produce the same amount of milk can help lower the farm's carbon footprint, meeting environmental rules and consumer demands for sustainable farming. These changes lead to more efficient and profitable dairy operations and help farmers tackle modern challenges. Embracing this change could lead to a shift in focus, encouraging breeders to prioritize long-term efficiency over short-term production gains. Though complex, the benefits of using actual body weight data for better profitability and sustainability are significant.
Sexed semen and genomics have also revolutionized the industry with beef-on-dairy practices. This innovative approach helps dairy herds achieve top-notch genetic quality. By using sexed semen, only the best females in the herd reproduce, while the others are bred with beef semen. This strategy boosts the quality of dairy replacement heifers. It increases the value of other offspring by crossing them with beef breeds. Beef on dairy has changed the industry, helping dairy farms make more money by tapping into beef markets while keeping high-quality dairy genetics. The advantages of beef over dairy are many. Better genetic selection. Genomics helps farmers pinpoint and keep the best cows in the herd for future dairy production. More revenue sources. Producing beef calves along with dairy calves lets farmers earn from the beef market, diversifying their income. Lower carbon footprint. A more efficient herd using this dual-purpose strategy supports sustainability by reducing waste. Efficient resource use. The combined approach ensures that farm resources are used to their fullest potential. Beef on dairy represents an innovative evolution in breeding strategies and highlights a trend toward integrated farming. As the dairy industry faces economic and environmental challenges, these innovative practices are key to sustainable progress in agriculture.
In today's fast-changing dairy industry, sexed semen and genomics, when combined with in vitro fertilization, IVF, have brought another significant change. These advancements have nearly replaced the traditional role of the master breeder. Skills in animal care that were once central to dairy breeding are now overshadowed by the precision and predictability that modern science offers. This shift creates a contrast. On the one hand, we are achieving genetic progress and efficiency at unprecedented rates, aiming for higher productivity with less environmental impact. On the other hand, we are losing the human element, the art of dairy breeding that has developed over centuries. Master breeders, known for their ability to understand animal lineages and potential, now operate in a world led by data and science. For those trying to bridge this gap, the challenge is to integrate the wisdom of master breeders with the modern tools available. It's about valuing tradition and innovation, ensuring that as technology advances, the fundamental knowledge of the breed remains intact.
The dairy industry stands at a pivotal moment, driven by changes in breeding and production. Focusing less on sheer milk volume, the industry now aims to optimize components like butterfat and protein. Genomics and sexed semen have advanced genetics, paving the way for a future that boosts these components. Yet the complexity of traits and genetic indices presents challenges. Current milk production reports must be more accurate, highlighting the need for updated data that aligns with modern demands. As we move through this transformation, we must ask, how will dairy stakeholders, farmers, breeders, policymakers, adapt to prioritize component growth? Can the industry work together to use genetic evaluations as a public asset, balancing sustainability and innovation? Industry leaders must decide whether to push toward a more efficient, component-focused future in dairy. Can they balance profit with environmental care while satisfying a knowledgeable market? The journey ahead offers challenges but also opportunities for those ready to adapt.
Thank you for tuning in to the Bullvine Podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's insightful discussion. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave a review. Catch you next time on the Bullvine Podcast, where bovine expertise and community come together.